Hello everyone, I'm Overhaul and today I will be making a video about Rose X Juleka from Miraculous to Ladybug and Cat Noir. Just so we're clear, I'm talking about the ship Rose X Juleka, not there's a character named Rose X Juleka, which would be a weird full name, but just to be clear. Now, before some of you ask why I'm making a video about a ship right now of all times, would it make more sense to make it like a week ago or make an entire series about it? Well, that's an easy answer, my dear viewers. That's because I forgot this is the month of love. And I forgot that, people make these type of videos during this month. And I even ignored them. So yeah, I apparently am not only heartless by appearance, I am also heartless by every means of definition. Wow, that says a lot about me. But anyways, let's get into this. So yeah, oh, wait, what's that? I'm supposed to talk about what my opinion is on the gay representation in the cartoon shows and that type of stuff? Are you sure? Let's make a video about this later. I mean, it's not like it's the final day of the month. I mean, now, after My Hero Academia and One Piece reviews, I do need to get some idea what kind of content I should make. So, let's talk about that in a separate video. So, yeah. Sorry about that. My weird voice in the head informed me about that stuff. But yes, let's get into this. Now, with the whole Rose X Juleka, I completely 100% support this one. It's like Blake and Yank from Ruby, I'm totally for it. And where are the fucking, what they're called, what those things are called, the shippers, the fan artists, where are those? And we need more of it. So yeah. Yeah, I'm 100% into it. But now let's talk about the story from these two. And when I say the story, I mean like what we have seen that, suggests these two are an item and what it could possibly become. So let's get into that. Now, the first time we really noticed this is, I believe, in Mr. Pigeon episode, in which Rose and Juleka hang up a lot. And then in a couple of other episodes, we also realized these two hang up quite a lot. I mean, we can practically be confirmed that if none of these two is supposed to be specialized from each other, like in their own episodes when they get akumatized, for example, unless if you're in episodes like these two are practically 100% confirmed, which I do actually believe it's 100% confirmed, that they will be together the end. What, have we ever seen them apart even? Yeah, I believe we haven't seen those two apart, but yeah. So yeah, it's practically 100% confirmed. Like, in fact, every time you have these like type of school shots, just look if you can see them together in the background somewhere. So yeah, these two practically confirmed. Then there's nothing very much used there in the first season to support it, if we're all being honest. I mean, yeah, there's the whole Reflector episode and the Princess Fragrance episodes, which also in Princess Fragrance, I must ask, where was Juleka in that part? Because we literally see her only be in a classroom giving Rose tissues and then the company disappear of the story. Okay, for some strange reason. I don't know what the fuck's up with that, but just so you remember, apparently these two literally cannot be. Rose would most likely not become evil if Juleka was with her to comfort her or something. So yeah, besides that, there's And in Reflector, they also had a little scene with Juleka wanting to, support Juleka with Juleka with the whole photo curse or whatever it was called. I think it was something like, she does have a photo to Jinx or something. So yeah, she wants to help, but after every time there's a picture, something goes horribly wrong, and then she gets locked up in the bathroom and all that, she's completely out of it. I mean, it's very obvious that the Rose was the one that was keeping her not completely out of it, to a point that she would become akumatized. So yeah. Then in season 2 is really with the, it seemed to be canon. Becoming canon. I also believe though in season 2 is why people actually put these two as confirmed to be gay. Which also, just so we are aware of, when I went on Wikipedia, on the wiki site specifically for Miraculous ladybug, I haven't seen a single thing suggesting these two are canonly gay or anything like this. I mean, maybe it's just because I looked at Juleka and I made check for Rose if she's stated to be. But anyways, if you go for Juleka, it does state that she's into Rose, but everything I read doesn't seem to confirm it. How not even her personality or into girls or anything. Just apparently interests are. Which I don't know if that's confirmed by the writers, but considering one scene we get in an episode called Frozer, which Adrian looks at every single couple, and one of them being Nathaniel and Mark, and also Mark is confirmed to be gay, and apparently Nathaniel is also, and then the other two couples that we are already aware of, and then we see Juleka and Rose listen to the same music, but that's besides it. So yeah. Where was I again? I was saying the whole thing. So yeah, it's the size that when we really get it. In the Christmas special, it was also seemed to be kind of a transitioning period, because when every other character in the show was made sense when they were together, Alex and her father to the marionette shop, and Chloe and her father, and Nino was alone because we don't really know anyone with Nino's family or anything like that. Alia and her sisters, I believe we got. And then Juleka and Rose is just for some reason together, even though they could have easily have them to be separate or have someone else. But yeah, that seems to be the real transitioning period. Right? And now in season 2 we have a bunch of scenes. There's a scene with Rose and Juleka in the episode that Juleka's mother becomes akumatized, where you can see her in a shot with Luke. I'm guessing together because they're scared. And that as bottom picture with her, these two standing next to Nino and Alia, and those two, I can't remember exactly how even their villains' names I can barely remember. And then Zobia, which, let's just say this episode could just be stated, and the reason why this episode exists is just so they can, have seen that let's just say this episode, Zobia Rose 100% kissed Juleka on the lips. Granted, the reason why she kissed them was because she was previously kissed on the leg, and the villains, power, every time you kiss someone, they want to start kissing people and they get akumatized. No, not akumatized, brainwashed. Which, how many times has it happened in Paris where a villain can get a bunch of people to work for them, and yet they still don't affect people in any kind of way? It sure happens a lot. So yeah. Juleka and Rose have confirmed to kiss on the lips at least once, because, as you can see that shot, it's very clear what Rose kissed and the position they were in. Seems to confirm what the comfort. Yeah, it's pretty much those two would definitely kissed. So yeah, and then in the end of the episode where everyone is getting cured of that whole zombie, we see Rose and Juleka for some strange reason hugging each other when they are being akumatized, which is weird. So I know they were brainwashed, but were they brainwashing selves been to a point where they would doing each other, well, not doing each other, not making out and hugging, when they were also brainwashed, because Alex wasn't there, so, well, she came in then later to hug after the whole thing, but still, So yeah, later in the episodes, we don't get that many of them except the one in Frozen, which I already mentioned. In season 3, there was not much that I could guess. There wasn't that many, but I do believe there's only 5 episodes, and I doubt we are going to get in every single episode there's going to be a thing where we see Juleka and Rose, together in that type of stuff. So yeah. That's really, I believe, all we have, and still there's no confirmation 100%. Now, from what I can believe that they can do to have it in the story, or at least to confirm it, because to be fair at this point, the only thing we are missing is confirmation, and consider how many shows have, kinda had that whole thing in, practically 100%, you're not going to be escaped. They're not hiding the fact that they're two in love with each other. They're practically confirmed. Is there will be an episode in which we meet Rose's parents, which I don't believe we seen or even have a mention or glimpse of. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't believe we have any of Rose's parents. So, here's what my idea is. Rose and Juleka, they, let's say, sleep in the same bed, okay, let me explain. Juleka, since her family seems to live on a boat, I would kinda guess that she actually spends more of her time living with Rose. Well, and I do believe we've seen her room, but maybe Juleka actually lives with Rose more often. Maybe it's more of a type of a no one's gonna get into and no one's going to be able to spy type of a location. Because you need to be because she's a very good, very good fit with her mother, so maybe it's going to be saying what her father or mother would be like, oh, Juleka, you slept here today again? Well, when did you, are you living here from now on or something? Maybe they're gonna make a little comment where Juleka is spending more of her time with Rose than at home, on the boat. Because we don't know where Rose lives, so yeah. Yeah, and Juleka would prepare food and, take care of all the regular things. And the whole thing will be that Rose's parents will be I don't know, not very on good terms. At the terms where they are going to be fine, Rose, you and Juleka can sleep in the bedmate for 2. We'll sleep in the bedmate for 1. Maybe it's going to be something like that. At a point where they would not even sleep in the same bed. The bed was made for 2. So that's why most likely Juleka would be there all the time. And they would constantly make little jokes with it. But eventually they will get so pissed off at a point that, they will get akumatized, because, let's be honest with ourselves, there's no way that every time it's a rare thing when parents argue. So yeah. And they'll get akumatized. In a way I can kind of believe is maybe the parents of Rose would kind of have an argument where they would say, Rose, I'm telling you this, you support my idea, right? They will constantly say to Rose that she should decide which one of them is right. Which would kind of be a bit childish way, but how? Who cares? And like and when they get akumatized, they will like grab her and they will kind of use her like a way to, they will kind of say argue which one of them is right and which one of them is wrong. Then Juleka wants to come and help her because I do believe when Juleka and Rose are going to get their Miraculous, whichever one they are going to get, I heard the theories that Juleka will get the Tiger Miraculous because her brother seems to get the Snake Miraculous. But yeah, whichever time Juleka and Rose would get their Miraculous, it should be at a moment like, I don't know, when DR was in trouble. I mean, it's kind of what I was thinking about with my whole video that I made at the episodes where Miraculous Ladybug, the Day of the Heroes part 2 was. I was kind of expecting her to show up and, somehow help so Rose would be deakumatized, but that didn't happen. So yeah, my idea is the story is going to be that. So here's so yes, I think that it's going to be arguing parents, Juleka and Rose practically living together, like not 100%, like Juleka would still live with her mother and her brother, but she would spend most of her time with Rose. Well, in living quarters. So yeah, I really like Rose and Juleka's relationship. I do hope we get a little bit more of an exploration on that. I mean, maybe maybe it would be a bit rougher. It's like, why are you two constantly here if you two are dating each other and not a boy? Because, the whole married that thing. Which can kind of be a contradiction to the point. I mean, there's one scene in one episode when they're like, he is a boy. Boys never find out what you mean, and practically all the girls, knock their head in agreement. Like, yeah, they're not going to find out. But yeah, no one says something like, but well, to be fair, well, we don't know. Like, we don't know. We spend most of the time dating each other. So yeah. I don't know exactly. I really like I said, I like the shape. I do hope we get more of that. I do hope we actually get it confirmed. Because at this point, I don't even believe we had it confirmed that they were gay. Any of the two were gay. I think we had that confirmed that Rose was into boys. And Juleka, I don't believe we had. But hell, if we use the great words of Monty from the creator of Ruby, who said, these characters, they are evolving during time. I mean, maybe now they're into boys, but at some point, maybe they're gonna find themselves they would prefer, girls. So maybe it's going to be something like that, like when later they're gonna get something. But who really knows? I would kind of like it to see more of it and a little bit more, a little bit more reaction and, someone actually asks Kid to, why are you two constantly like this? Are you two 100% dating? Because, so far their most dateable scenes are scenes that we just have them two literally like drawn and doing something just randomly. I would wish we get more of it. So yeah, anyway, this is my thoughts on Rose x Juleka. I hope you liked this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you people next time. Bye.